on YouTube. They are a YouTuber.
I don't like this already. Y'all didn't give me the heads up on this. I'm scared now. I'm scared. I don't want to do it anymore.
I contacted him through his Discord. I sent him a DM through his Discord.
Oh, Juggernaut sliding all up in them DMs now, huh? I thought you wanted to be single.
First of all, it's a male YouTuber.
That doesn't mean anything in this day and age, my brother.
True.
I don't go that way.
Which way's that way? That way's this way, this way's that way?
Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again. We don't know which way we're going, Models of Gaming. I am Kaiju going to the right, K. With me here is Necro going to the left, Nick. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, there we go, fine. Juggernaut off the top road, it's Jared.
Hello. Hello.
Mumbear digging down deep.
Howdy, howdy.
Subliminal going sideways.
Oh, my goodness.
And Rebel Vanity inside out.
Hello.
And my freaking tablet just scared the shit out of me. Hi, everybody. Woo! So, a couple months ago, we did a small little thing where we decided to throw in the towel and make some survivors for DBD and some killers. Now, something happened recently. It seems that a killer got very specifically close powers. Hello, Chris Gillo. How are you doing today? Which seemed very similar to Necro Nick's character that he designed his killer. We're talking about the Dredge, of course, where Necro created beds and popped out from underneath them. The Dredge pops out of lockers and pulls people into them. I feel it's pretty close. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with designing a bunch of survivors. That's this week. And then next week we're going to design the killers because they're a little stronger, a little harder to design, etc. But this time around, we're going to do something different, folks. On Friday this week, after I get everything written down, I'm going to go and submit all of our unmade survivors to the DBD forums, to their fan-made, and see what the people think about them. So...
Hello, Poochie.
Who?
My name's Coco.
Oh, hang on. Oh, well, hello, Poochie. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to start off. Now, I'm Kaiju K, I'm ex-infantry, and I enjoy the idea of being permanently ex-infantry, to many people's disregards, one of them in this room. Kind of hard to pull yourself away from being a soldier, so my outfit would probably be standard fatigues, boots. Unfortunately, no weapons, because unfortunately, for some strange reason, the entity seems to take everybody's weapons, but still somehow allows Jill Valentine to somehow create a blast mine, and,
Leon Kane, flashbang.
by taking parts away from the generator they're fixing, and yet the generator still works. So I don't know how this works, but we're going with it. So that'll be my standard duds. I'm going to be running around mostly in different forms of military combat. There'll be my different costumes, maybe a Spezna, maybe have me look like Sam Fisher. I'd love that, running around with Sam Fisher. Freaking night vision goggles on and everything like that. I'd love that. Now, let's get into the perks real quick, because I've been thinking about perks for a while. Here's how I think about perks. What do you want the killers not to be able to do to you? How far away from the killer do you not want your butt to be? That's important. As far as I'm concerned, you want your butt to be as far away from the killer's sharp, pointy objects as possible. Or in the case of the doctor, blunt objects. Still, you don't want to be near those. Am I wrong? You don't get a stab.
You already ran up to sniffing the killer's butt.
Well, if that's going to be your perk, have fun with it. I'm going to avoid that like the friggin' plague. So my first perk is going to be the funniest one of all, because I couldn't think of a better name for it. I call it Happy Camper. The description at the bottom is going to be my character talking to the killer saying, the entity's bored with this game of yours. What it is, if I'm put on the hook and the killer is within 8, 16, or 24 meters of me, my timer doesn't go up. I just hang there. Because the entity's sick of
I thought that was a perk already.
No.
Or is it word? versus a survivor around you.
That's if survivors around you.
I see. So you want one so that you could basically like combo that, where if a survivor or a killer.
No,
Basically,
I'm
you
sick
want-
of being
no,
face
I'm
cammed.
saying that would be. I'm saying that would be a good combination.
Well, it would be a great combination as long as somebody is running the other perk. You see, I'm sick and tired of getting face cam, so basically what it is I would get hung there, and I can just stare at them. If they stay within the killer's radius for 30 seconds within that radius, I can automatically get off the hook, and when I get put back on the hook, I don't get second stage, I get put where I was left off at.
Okay.
Now, if they go outside of the range for 10 seconds, then it goes back to me hanging myself and screaming in pain. But should they run back in for 4 seconds, like let's say Necro comes to save me, the killer chases their butts in to go and do that oh-so-wonderful tunneling ability, it stops again after 4 seconds, and Necro can just run away. That being said, let's move on to another fun one. I enjoy toys. I enjoy gadgets. You can ask anybody who's been in the bedroom with me. What? I've got Nerf guns and spy gear. What are you guys talking about? You perverts. Y'all a bunch of perverts.
I was thinking about glow-in-the-dark dinosaurs.
I had one of those until Marcus ate it.
I have a Yoshi somewhere.
Yeah, you have a Yoshi.
What?
We had this glow-in-the-dark dinosaur, and Marcus bit its head off and tore its feet off and swallowed them. The second... What?
Did he glow?
No, but his poo probably did anyway.
Was it at least tasty and nutritious? Maybe even
It was
delicious?
freaking plastic. I don't know. I'm not going to go ask the nutritional value of a glow-in-the-dark dinosaur. The fact that he ate it was horrible enough. And it wasn't like...
If he eats enough of them, he'll glow in the dark.
Maybe if he eats enough of them, he'll brick. I don't know. I'll mail you the brick.
Well, Emma, you can investigate it.
The next perk is a more serious one. It's one I'm actually surprised no one has ever had in the game. I start off with 3 charges of it, and I can only have 3 charges total. It's called Motion Tracker. It lets me put down a small device on the ground that if a killer comes within 4, 8, or 12 meters of it, it'll bing and point out its location to all the people on the map. Now, it won't show where the killer's running, but it'll show the location of where it's binging. It's a way. It gives me the odds of being able to put them in specific locations and know that if the killer passes by it, well, now everybody knows that the killer passed by it.
Now, is there going to be a way for the killer to be able to find it?
Oh yeah, seriously. First of all, it makes a bing sound. It goes bing. If they want to look for it, they can. That's better for me because I'll know they're still in the area. Like I said, as long as they're in the area, it'll glow for everyone to see. So, hey, everyone knows that the killer is in that area. Stay the hell away from it. Of course, I can only have 3, and even if he breaks one, I don't get one back.
What if you pick? Are you able to pick yours back up?
I
so you
can
don't
pick them
run
back
or-
up. I can pick them back up, but I can only pick mine back up. So if me and Juggernaut are running the same perk, and I go to run and pick his up, it won't let me pick his up.
Oh, okay.
And finally, just a simple one. It's called, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this will be the one that gets nerfed because I'm not sure exactly how well it would work, but I call it tuck and roll. Whenever you vault a pallet or vault a window or fall from a high point, instead of getting that little stun that you get, you kind of fall into a barrel roll like you're doing like a parkour jump and can keep going in that direction for 1 second at fuller speed. It'll help you avoid getting grabbed or attacked as you go through vault points. Now, I'm not sure if that would be an endurance effect or not. I'm not sure if that would be a more like a dead heart because it really doesn't do anything unless you actually get through the window. So it's very specific. Now, going for costumes, I'm going to start with my Halloween costume. Has anyone ever played Kingdom Hearts 2? Has anyone seen the Agency 13 costumes? Hello for my Halloween costume. My Christmas costume is going to be an ugly sweater that says good list forever. And on the pants on the back, it's going to have mistletoe saying kiss my arse. Just so the killer knows where I'm coming from. I had a different idea, but Mama Bear told me they probably wouldn't allow it. Where I would also have some mistletoe up on the front saying "suck it," but I don't think they would allow that. It was also originally supposed to be a pair of tights, so I may have altered it slightly. And as for my Valentine's Day costume, it's going to be a silk robe, red, and it's going to say "I'm taken" on the front, and on the back it says "Don't hook me."
I thought it was going to be a banana suit.
For Valentine's Day? Really?
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but are you going to do that with Sandy one day? Get yourself a banana hammock and Oh, I just realized the story I was supposed to tell Deathgasm. Oh, well, glad he's not here. So basically, he's gone. He's not on right now. So anyway, the whole idea of my character is just my character's a stubborn bastard, but he's also very charismatic. You guys know I'm a pretty charismatic guy, and I pretty much tricked the entity in saying, well, if you want this to be more entertaining, you're gonna have to help me make it more entertaining. Which is why I have the Happy Camper perk. I also add a brand new item to the game that I stole from another game with the help of the entity. Just to further make the game feel worse, we stole an actual power from the Friday the 13th game. So now there's a chance that while you're looting chests, you'll find a defense knife. So if the entity picks you up, you have a one-time use decisive strike as an item. You get him on Friday the 13th. When you get picked up by Jason, you can stab him in the shoulder with it and he'll drop you. So I just basically stole the idea. Except
you just grab a knife.
Well, it's a specific knife. It's a defensive knife. But yeah, basically. I'm not pulling out a freaking commando blade and stabbing him with it, alright? This isn't a mini chainsaw that I rev into his throat, because if it was, they wouldn't be coming after me anymore.
They wouldn't be coming after anybody.
So what you're saying is, if you have that perk in Decisive Strike, you grab the knife up for your first down, and you can stab them before you even get hooked.
Well, yeah, because they're about to nerf the out of Decisive Strike, I might as well give people another reason to use it. You should hear what they're planning on doing with Decisive Strike. No one will run it anymore. No one's going to run Decisive Strike anymore. You remember how the title storm works, where when you get to 90%, it spins really fast. You got to hit all those points in order.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing now. You have to hit 8 in a row before it to work. No one's going to run Decisive Strike anymore. K-Man says, my guy is going to be in a suit and tie. He'll be proficient in parkour, but whenever he performs any parkour moves near the hunter, he screams like Necro. I want K-Man's character. I want K-Man's character.
Wow.
Oh my.
Holy crap.
Oh. Woo, Necro. K-Man needs to have a conversation with you tomorrow. I think I'll add him to the list of characters with a clip of your video attached to it, so they can hear the scream. Anyway, so is there anybody who wants to go next?
I heard Necro.
Yeah.
Well, that might have been K-Man screaming as well. We can't tell right now. He just performed parkour near the killer. We can't tell who it was. How about you, Juggernaut? You look all comfy today.
I'm just waiting. I mean,
That's your turn.
I'll go next.
Okay, Necro's next.
See, I told you I heard Necro.
Could have been K-Man. We don't know this.
Okay, so, well, we all know me. I have a fascination with the supernatural.
There's no problem with that.
Be like ghost or vampire or werewolf themed, like shirts, black shirts with the design on them.
Shorts, obviously.
And then, just a normal pair of steel toes with black socks.
Okay.
Standard outfits.
Right. So what are we talking perk-wise?
Okay, so this first perk's gonna be a multi-use but situational thing.
Okay.
So at the beginning, it first activates,
All right.
and it gives you the ability to have your scratch marks lessened
Okay.
and think quicker.
Okay.
And also, if you're by the killer in general, it makes you like harder to see. Like if you pull it down, it makes you harder to see.
So what you're saying is with it you can kind of crawl lower, you know.
Yeah.
He's low crawling, folks. That's cool.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's a military move. Or are you talking about the perk?
I'm talking about the crouching and not being seen easily by the killer. That sounds familiar. It kind of sounds like something that kind of reminds me of like, what was it, suburban? Urban?
You mean you're talking urban invasion?
Urban evasion.
No,
Thinking about the solid snake or whatever the heck it's called.
What he's talking about,
the urban evasion perk.
what he's talking about is low crawling.
Oh, okay.
Which would be a lot harder for the killer to see.
Yeah.
Especially if you take Necro's height into example.
Okay.
He's extra low crawling.
This perk is situational and has different uses depending on situations.
Right.
So, once like 1 or 2 gens get done, another perk will activate, and this will be helpful for evading if caught or injured.
Okay.
So the way this one will work is, per se, if you're injured but you're still running from the killer.
Right.
If you stun or get out of the killer's eyesight,
Right.
your scratch marks disappear and so does the blood spots for 15 seconds.
Woo! Actually, that one's pretty nasty. So what you're saying is after it activates after 2 generators activate. And from that point on, if you can get out of the killer's sight or stun them, then you have no scratch marks or bleed marks for 15 seconds.
Yes.
That's actually pretty twisted. That's a pretty twisted perk.
Every time that you're in chase, too.
Well, obviously, because then you'd be getting out of the killer's sight.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that working. Now, yeah, like I said, like a lot of killers look for the scratch marks. I'm the kind of person who just follows you by looking at you. But that could be pretty twisted. What's your last perk?
And then the last perk is to have survivability for you and a person that you're healing. When you heal somebody and you're injured,
Yeah.
you also get healed fully.
There is a perk like that already.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Jill Valentine has it.
This is 1 perk into 3 this is 3 perks into 1, but they're all situational events.
So basically, as you get closer to the end of the game, it becomes more powerful.
Yes.
So at the beginning of the game, it lets him basically, instead of him getting down and sneaking, he'll actually low crawl. Then when 2 generators get done, he has that plus the ability to escape. And let's say 2 more gens happen. Now he has the ability to heal, and if they're interrupted, they'll both get endurance. That's much better than what you were saying.
Okay.
Because like I said, Jill Valentine already has one where as she's healing you, she's healing herself.
Oh, okay.
But endurance lasts 8 seconds. It gives you a free hit. So if you're healing somebody and the killer shows up and you have to split, well, now you both have endurance for 8 seconds. Which means if the killer gets a cheap shot off, well, you win.
So I think the perk name would be called like Sneaky with a Purpose.
Sneaking with a purpose. Well, here's the thing, like, it starts off being a very crappy move, no offense. The ability to get really low on the ground and sneak means you'll probably be going slow. But it also means you'd be a hell of a lot harder to see. So, that's one. But then when you get 2 more gens done, now if you get out of their line of sight, like you go around the corner and then drop into the low crawl in some bushes, everything disappears. Now you're just fucking annoying.
Right.
And I think we've lost people.
No, I think they just turn their accounts off and meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you get 2 more generators finished. And this is near end game where the healing actually is necessary. You go to heal somebody, as well as all the other perks. The killer shows up, you run, he runs, the killer goes after you, you duck crawl, and then you disappear.
Yep.
So it starts off as a really perk, but then it builds itself up. So by end game, it's a very powerful perk, but you got to make it to end game.
Right.
Okay, I get you. That's a lot like Wake Up and Hope and Adrenaline, where the further into the game you go, the more powerful it becomes. Okay, I see where you're going with this one. All right. Sneaking with purpose. Gotcha. It's a hell of a purpose. What's next on your chopping block there, Necro?
Okay, so the next one I had was kind of like I guess niche. I think how's it? Kind of like when you're able to jump over a vault without anyone hearing.
Oh, dance with. Oh no, quick and quiet.
Yeah, quick and quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that, but it I want to combine that with technician as well, so that you're required doing everything, including skill checks and everything like that, failing, but you're not completely like you will not have the chance of having it not heard. It's just lessened, and then also tricked where it came from too.
Oh, okay. That could be finagled a little, but what you're basically saying is, if you jump through a window or vault a pallet or such and such, unless they're within a certain range, they will not hear you.
Right.
This also works for healing and gens.
And if they are in a certain range, it may cast in a different sound.
Okay,
Like
there's a chance. So what you're saying is there's a chance
like,
of like red herrings, where it just says, "Hey, he's over here" instead. Okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty nice. Just wait to hear. Mama Bear's got a similar perk, but hers is different. And what do you call this trippy little technique here?
I call it disorient and confuse.
Ah, cover and confuse. Nice one. So what's the last one on your chopping block? This guy's being sneaky. He's a sneaky guy.
Yes. I like being sneaky. I don't like being caught. But the
Scream less then.
Huh?
Scream less then.
But the last one I have is to actually make me move quicker when being chased. If I'm just spotted and being chased, I have like I want to say like 3 and then 5 as the top tier percent to move faster. But it's a chance. Like I'll have to do a skill check while running.
Oh, like giving yourself a temporary haste while running.
Yes.
Okay. Well, moving 3 to 5% faster is a nice little boost. That could help you get out of sight. Crouch down. Disappear.
Yes.
Okay, so you're just basically running and hiding this. All right. So now comes the fun part. So are you going to be going as your character from Dark Souls for Halloween?
Chicken.
When he gets hit, he gives the manly screaming man in this.
Yeah.
Instead of the regular hit, it's like it just runs faster.
No, I figured I would be dressed as a vampire, actually.
Okay, cool. I guess you sparkle, huh?
No, fuck that. No, that's fake then. Get it right.
Just
He sparkles and he gets hooked.
I do.
You just get this, the killer gets blinded every time they hook him because it's just so sparkly. Okay. How about your How about your Christmas costume?
My Christmas costume will be it'll be a shirt that says "I bring bites for everyone."
Aww. And what about your Valentine's Day costume? Will it just be a big 1 because 1 is the loneliest number?
No.
What is the loneliest number?
I would actually be wearing pants for this one.
Well, thank goodness for that. Woo!
My pants, everything like that, but at the crotch it says suck here.
Has a pair of vampire fangs. Okay, well.
And it's sparkly.
And they're sparkly. Just around the nipples. Just around the nipples.
Yeah, he'll look like Neil Diamond.
His nipples are super sparkly. Just glitter nipples. Alrighty.
For you in DBD.
Anyway. Okay. So, who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go next.
Alright, please tell me you don't have sparkly nipples.
No.
Thank
I don't
goodness.
want to look like a Necro Diamond, okay?
Necro Diamond.
I like that joke. I like that.
Oh, and I was expecting this not to be a good episode, guys.
My regular outfit's gonna be a short sleeve shirt with sweatpants and wrestling boots.
All right, cool. All right, so your outfits are going to be just like comfort wear, right?
Yes.
Okay. I half expected you to be the guy that was like wearing different characters' costumes. You know, you had a Hogan's costume, you had a Macho Man costume, an Andre costume.
No.
Oh, come on, the Ric Flair costume. You have your guy go, woo! Every time he gets away from the killer, just woo!
I think that would make you more spotted.
He drops a pound, woo! You can have DX just smack him out.
Yeah, and to get off the hook, I have to Hulk up, right?
Yeah. And then you break the hook.
No, actually, here's how it works. You don't make any brother.
That could be worse. You get gold dust off it. Can you imagine you gold dust like yes.
All right.
Okay, so we're looking at perks.
First perk is called Run the Ropes.
I'm already liking it.
Definitely better than what Necro named his so far.
If you are in
Hang on a second, guys. I think this is my father. I'll be right back.
All right.
Hello?
I think the people at home here.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that the person that I asked to watch the stream is actually saying something.
Hopefully.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I am back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So run the ropes.
Run the ropes.
Gotcha.
If you are in the killer radius, the closer you are to the killer, the faster you get, the more of a speed boost you get.
Oh, that could be really good for hook rescues, though.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. The closer he gets, the faster he gets, so he could run real fast past them and go and sabotage a hook or something.
Yep.
That's actually pretty powerful. That could be pretty nasty. You can also use it to really freak out a killer because he comes zooming past them. What the? A freaking smoke trail behind him. You know what? That's a perk I've never heard anyone think about. That's actually really useful in a lot of different situations. It could really help you with trying to save somebody, trying to get ahead of the killer, etc. That's actually quite potent. That might be a perk that would have to be nerfed for how strong it is, actually. Woo! What's next on your agenda here, buddy?
Frog Splash.
Okay,
That's if you're on the hook.
I was gonna say I'm kind of frightened now.
If you're on the hook, it gives you a better chance of escaping the hook.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
When you say better chance, are you saying like how slippery meat works?
In a way.
Because that's all slippery meat's good for, is giving you a better chance of getting off the hook first time.
Yeah, but this could combine with slippery meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you just get the salted lips and you have everything. Remember, there are certain perks that are similar to other perks, like how Iron Will and Calm Spirits are very similar to each other.
No, hear me out.
Hearing.
What if it had an effect like BT as well when you get unhooked?
You mean like where the hook breaks off too?
BT as in borrowed time.
Oh, so it gives you endurance when you get off the hook.
Right.
It could have that. You know, this is an open menu.
But if the killer's camping,
Okay.
you get that speed boost, remember?
When you're running towards them, yeah.
Yeah, you also get the BT.
Wait, Jared, I got it. I got a perfect way. Let me give you my idea of this, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
So the killer hooks you, and when they hook you, you get an immediate chance to try and get off the hook. If you land the 3 skill checks, you break off the hook, stun the killer, and run off with an endurance boost.
Nice.
How's that sound? Does that sound like a perk you'd run? I'd run that perk.
I like it.
It's like you do an actual flag splash.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, the killer wouldn't be ready for it. They go to hang, and if you hit it, you just whip yourself off the hook and hit them. They get stunned, and you run off.
It's like hitting a killer with a pal, in a sense.
Except you're hitting them with your whole self. So. K-Man says, one perk I want is called Shush. Shush You. It has 3 recharges. When my player is running, I don't set off the birds. 15 seconds, for 15 seconds. But when it's depleted, your stamina takes longer to get full. So basically, he has an endurance perk. Or not endurance, he has a cooldown perk, where he runs around and doesn't set anything off. Okay, Juggernaut. So you have Frog Splash, you have Run the Ropes. Are you going to bring this down with what, Tombstone? 619?
The third one is a little
Ring announcement? Okay.
And I know it would be nerfed on. I know it would be nerfed right away.
Well, we could probably try to fix it, but what is it?
It's called Boon of Distortion.
Boon of Distortion. Ooh, okay. What do we got?
If you...
I mean, it's a boon totem, obviously.
It's a boon totem, yes.
Okay.
But if you're working on a generator,
okay,
and you have this boon within the radius,
right,
it doesn't show you working on that generator, it shows you working on a generator nearby.
Oh. So if the killer has some kind of perk that lets you see on generators, like say barbecue and chili goes off while he's in that radius, and he's working on a generator, it'll say he's working on a different generator.
Yes.
Oh man, that would combine. Could you imagine that with Discord?
That's awesome. I like that idea.
Because Discord only triggers when 2 people are working on a generator. But with that perk, since you'd both be in range, it would show both people on a different generator.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking of all the other perks that it could really screw with. Oh.
It would be nerfed right away.
Oh, no way. No, Shadow Steps just as bad. Anything you do within the Shadow Steps radius doesn't show up. No perks will pop up. Barbecue and chili, technician, none of them show up.
Damn.
So, I mean, this is a pretty good one, because this one doesn't just say, hey, it says, hey, boom, they're working over there. So you go run your butt over there and find out that that generator's already been finished or something, and you're confused. And it's like, oh, he's running that damn totem. Crap.
Exactly.
That is a nasty one, too. You had some pretty good perks there. Actually, both you guys have pretty good perks. Now my perks don't seem so good. All right, so now yep. So we'll start down the same list. What are you going for Halloween?
A pumpkin mask.
Pumpkin mask. Okay. What are you doing for All Hallows or Halloween or Xmas?
For Christmas, and the mask and clothing would all match this. Would all match the mask.
Okay, so it'd be a big pumpkin outfit.
It would be a mask that looks like a pumpkin, but you're also dressed in orange.
Right. I understand where you're going with that one. What about Christmas, though?
For Christmas, it would be just the luchador mask in red and green.
Okay, that's cool. Same thing with the outfit?
The outfit would, and it's funny as hell. The outfit would have Christmas lights on it. Green shirt, red pants with Christmas lights on it.
It's not the weirdest costume I've ever heard of, but it works. And finally, for Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day, red and white for the mask. White, red top, white pants. And no real design for it.
Well, you better hope you don't shit yourself in those pants.
Bring me my brown pants! All right. I like those. Now we have an issue. There's 3 down, 3 to go. So who's next? Sub, are you raising your hand?
Rebel's not coming back.
What?
Her tooth hurt too much.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go next if you want me to, man.
Sure, go for it, bro.
Alright, so I would basically my most of my clothing would be hoodies.
Okay.
With ripped jeans.
Okay.
Or trip pants, doesn't matter.
Alright, hey, both work, brother.
Alright, so let's see, the first perk would be DC.
Okay. DC. Okay. I hope it's actually considered disconnect and not freaking DC Comics here, because it's getting really terrifying.
Yeah, it's a joke on people that like to disconnect a lot.
Okay.
So basically, what would happen would be basically if you finish a gen, instead of popping the gen that you did, it would act like it popped a different gen that wasn't popped already.
Oh.
And nobody's on.
That's pretty twistedly evil. That would drive the killer nuts. That would drive the killer nuts. It would make 3 genning very hard for them because they wouldn't know which gens are actually popping. That's actually a pretty twisted perk. I like that. What's next?
Well, see, the problem with that is there's also the fact that the gens show up on your map as killer.
Well, right.
So,
but when the noise...
The question is, it would have to have a certain time limit for that gen to show as though it's done already.
Well, how about this? The gen shows it's done until the killer gets within a certain radius of it.
Okay.
So from a distance...
I was thinking about like a few minutes or something, but yeah.
I mean, from a distance, it could look like it's finished, but they would have to get within a certain range for it to pop and be like, oh, no, wait, it's not that.
Right.
Which, like I said, could still be pretty twisted.
Basically, it's a perk to help everyone just work on certain gens.
Listen, people still fall for me throwing pebbles into bushes. Okay?
I love that.
Okay? There's nothing there that could go off. There's nothing there that could go off in that bush. It's not a generator, it's not a vault point, but killers will still run into that bush looking for you. If that works, a gen saying it's fixed to the left of them instead of the right will freaking twist their souls. Alright? You combine that with Juggernaut's perk, where when the generator is being worked on, it's being worked on over to the right, and they go to the right and then it bings behind them. And now they got no fucking clue what's going on. They're running in a circle going, what? And then Nick dives into some bushes and they can't find him. That's actually that's a nice one. I like that one. That's tricky. I like that. That's you. You're all trippy and tricky. What's
the second one would be the sneak.
Okay.
It would be for those high thrill chasing people that like to be close by the killer.
Yeah.
So it would be about the distance of the one with the stone. I forget what it's called. It's been a while.
Oh man, I forget. Distraction.
Okay. Yeah. It'll be about that distance that you'd have to be in, and basically, it's a great combination for basically. What was the one perk that helps you wiggle off the person's shoulder faster?
High horsepower.
Is that the one?
Boil over. No, boil over.
Boil over is the one where it's your teammate, right?
No, that's high horsepower. Boil over. Yeah, boil over is you. High horsepower is your friend.
Basically, Basically, it would add a charge to either one of those perks. It would add a charge to it where it would be like a quarter done already.
Oh, that's pretty twisted. If you get 3 other teammates who are running that and they run up and get close to you, you're at 75% full already. You only got to do a little bit of a wiggle.
Now, the backdraw to that perk is you need a perk that works with it.
Right, so it's kind of an add-on perk. Like how Parental Bond doesn't do anything unless you can actually stun the killer.
It could work for that as well. Basically, anything that has to do with like escaping or healing, basically. Like
nice. It gets you off the shoulder quicker.
It would help you do more with that too.
May I make a slight adjustment to it? Just a slight adjustment.
Yeah, I'm listening.
How about this? Not only does it allow you to get off the shoulder faster if, say, an ally of yours is nearby, all right? But it also shows you on the map where you're being carried, so everyone can see your aura.
Right. Now there is a token system, and it's like I said, direct.
Right. So you have
how it would help with that as well.
Right.
It basically has that kind of system as well. That would be how you'd use the power, basically. You'd have skill checks pop up on your screen to help them.
Well, listen, that works even better. You know, let's say that you're picked up and Necro's following you, and you have that perk and it says while he's following you, he has to make a skill check. Well, that's fine. I'm sure Necro can hit a skill check, and that'll help you wiggle free faster. The problem is that an annoyance I have with the game is once you get picked up on the guy's shoulder, they can't find you. So with that perk, they can in fact see where you are, so then they can run up and actually help you so they can do the skill checks. See?
Well, that was going to be part of my next perk.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I said nothing. I didn't know I was jumping into a second perk. I'm sorry. My apologies.
No, you're good. That's why I was explaining that one. That one's basically, it adds on to stuff that you could heal and help people off the shoulder or yourself off the shoulder.
Okay.
Once you get those 4 tokens, they stay on, and it's like it progresses better, basically.
Okay. It just gets easier to get off. Giggity.
Correct.
So what's your last perk?
My last perk, I think I was going to call it Alibi, but I was thinking more of something like Home Tracker.
Okay.
Something like that. Basically, it's whenever you're within the killer's killer radius or on their shoulders, that people could see you being chased or on their shoulders.
So basically what it becomes is it becomes Kindred, but you're on the shoulder.
Right.
That's actually pretty powerful. Because like I said, the one thing that sucks is that when you get picked up off the ground, it's almost no one can find you. But combine that with your previous power, and now you're sneaking around behind the killer, throwing off their tracks. They don't know where you are. Even if they catch you, though, now everyone knows where you and the killer are. So Juggernaut can run up real quick because he's got that speed burst. Nick can go dive into some bushes. And I can stand in front of you, so after he drops you and puts me on the hook, I can use my Happy Camper perk against him. See? It all works together. It all works together. Twitch. Oh. K-Man's second perk is that you get generators turned on faster with slower quick times. So basically what he's saying is the quick times, when you have to go make the check, they slow down. So it makes it easier for you to get great skill checks. That's actually pretty powerful. I like that.
Yeah.
Combine that with that one perk where if you're injured, the great skill checks increase in size. That could actually get generators done really fast with no mither. So, Sub, I have to ask the question. What's your character wearing for Halloween?
For Halloween?
Yeah. Whoa.
I don't know. Since his regular clothes would be like a hoodie and pants, I'd like to go off the beaten trail.
You could go up as a giant inflatable T-Rex. Just to run around in an inflatable T-Rex costume. Every time it gets impaled by the hook and it deflates. When people get you off the hook, it reinflates. That could work. It would also drive the killer nuts chasing after you with that head bobbing up and down. Bobbing up and up and up and up. No, but seriously, dude, you can pick whatever you want.
Oh, I kind of like that idea.
The subflatable T-Rex. Wobble, 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 wobble. No, hitting my tail doesn't count as a part. Flobble, 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 flobble. The huntress hits your head with a hatchet.
The cost of the Halloween costume. Just
Oh, I know.
for people that have fun.
I know, just 4 T-Rexes bobbling around the map and the killer trying to kill them.
Just to see a screen come up to 4 T-Rexes.
I think
By a generator, just teabagging, just see the head bobbling all over the place.
Rawr, I'm a dinosaur. Rawr, I'm a dinosaur. Rawr, I'm a dinosaur. I think I'd become a friendly killer at that day. I think I'd just be friendly killer after that. I'd be like, all right, these guys are fine. They're cool kids. I'm okay with it. Well, since Rebel's teeth hurt too much, and I understand how an absence feels, I had one recently, but I dealt with it with the most painful way possible, and luckily no one was awake to hear it.
Did it involve a knife?
Yes, it did. It also involved my stove and about, I don't know, half a cup of salt.
Oh.
Ow!
Heated the knife up, cut the abscess open, and slicked my finger in that pile and jabbed it into the hole. You can still feel the abscess, but it doesn't hurt no more. Right there, I can feel it. Hi. Doesn't hurt no more. It hurt like a bitch when I did it, but that's where you get when you have military ingenuity. This is why I'm a danger to myself, but not others.
So, do you actually have a Christmas idea? Because I got one for you.
Oh no! Please have a Christmas idea. Let's hear it.
So my Christmas one for you is, since you're always in a hoodie and everything, you'll have a hoodie on, but lights up in subliminal Christmas messages.
So it's kind of like he kind of looked like Legion, but would have like one of those black face covers that would be constantly flashing messages.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm surprised you didn't say dress up like a Christmas tree.
Hey, listen, my original Halloween costume was I was going to be Solid Snake, and when I turned and saw the killer, an exclamation point would pop over my head. Along with the alert music, boop, and I would just run, and on the killer's screen, there'd be one of those little fake 999 seconds thing with the screen all blurred out like they were Solid Snake chasing after me. But I changed my mind because I think the Kingdom Hearts costume would look a lot more badass. But
Your costume would be a box kaiju, so you can never be found.
actually, Mom Bear was talking about it. She said that I have cardboard boxes on the map that I could hide under. Just drive the killer nuts. Just drive the, yeah. K-Man says for his Halloween costume, he wants a black suit with an orange tie and a very large top hat.
Nice.
So we're probably talking like one of those absurdly large top hats, you know, the ones that if you took them off, you could probably hide a hunting rifle under. So,
got one more outfit to figure out.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Yours has got to be better than mine, because trust me, mine was the worst one so far.
For Valentine's Day, it would have to be... Jeez.
Did I mention the heart pasties over my nipples? That was part of the costume.
Oh, goodness, I do.
It's an open robe with my chest, just a pair of heart-shaped...
Wow.
And on the back it says, sorry, I'm
I
failing.
only thought all the way to the perks. That's all I thought, too. I didn't even think about the clothing, in all honesty.
He's an inflatable T-Rex with a heart in his hands.
No, we already got an inflatable T-Rex.
Dude, you could have gotten one with a Christmas hat and a one with freaking Cupid wings, and you didn't take it. This is on you.
The dark version of Cupid.
Oh, some twisted love there, eh? Now, just to bring this up, so it's no surprise to you, I was listening to an interview, and they were talking about in the future, one of the characters is going to come as a furry.
Oh,
They're going to have
Interesting.
they're going to have an unspecified gender, and are going to wear a fursuit. That's the rumor.
Cool.
So it could be a he, it could be a she, but it's going to have different fursuits. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. The interview was kind of one of those things that popped up on Twitter one day.
Could be a shim. Now.
It could be one of those like 48 other freaking sexes that people talk about but can't prove scientifically. Sorry, I'm a man of science. Prove it to me or fuck off. Anyway.
Mama Bear.
She's got it written down, guys. She actually's got this shit written down. She's actually prepared today. What? What'd you say?
He became prepared for a change.
Oh, you know what? I gotta go get myself a drink of tea. I'll be right back. I'm gone. Woo! Smoke bomb.
Actually, I put all this together today during conversations with Kaiju before the stream.
Wow. Impressive.
I'm just shocked you came here.
I'm a procrastinator, so...
Yeah, I'm a procrastinator to the extreme.
I was done my perks 3 weeks ago.
Let's just say this. College was not my cup of tea.
Before I even announced this as an actual challenge, I was already finished the challenge.
I procrastinated until it was my turn.
Yeah, I figured that, but still had some great perks, so shut up. So, Mama Bear, what's your regular outfits? Let me hear them.
My regular outfits would consist of your basic athletic type wear.
Okay.
Because I'm constantly wearing leggings and tank tops and sneakers.
Oh, and by the way, after this live stream, I'm going to hurt myself. I started my workout routine. I did my leg exercise in the morning, so at night I do the arm and core muscles. So, see how I feel.
After the live stream, I want you to stay on the Discord call.
Okay. Do I have to actually be here?
Well, yeah, I want to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better. So, Mama Bear. So, regular athletic clothes. Okay. What are we talking about when it comes to perks?
Well, if I've got perks for you.
I'm glad.
My first perk, which is a teachable perk.
They're all teachable perks.
Well, yeah. Duh. But, I call this one Boon Happy Tech.
Boon Happy Tech. Okay.
It combines the original leadership perk,
Okay.
the prove thyself perk, and technician in one.
Ooh.
Kaiju, would you stop doing that? You silly goose.
Hey, at least they can't see me.
Once we're watching live stream.
Then you'd be laughing your ass off right now.
Let's see what he's doing.
No, don't see. Okay, what does that, so Happy Tech is leadership, prove thyself, and technician.
Yep.
So anyone who's in range of it would be getting boosts to basically everything they do. And if they screwed up on a generator, it's not popping up. That's pretty cool. I like that one.
I like that.
And remember, it's a boon totem. So
That kind of leaves a lot of gens out of reach.
well,
What
actually,
is that on your head?
nothing.
That would be a pair of Marcus jeans.
They were on my chair, so now they're on my head.
Do explain, Juggernaut. Do explain.
Don't explain, Juggernaut. See, don't explain.
Screenshot.
No, don't do a screenshot. No. Stop. Listen, Marcus, these are on my chair. If you want them off my head, you come and get them.
Miss
Paste.
Face turning into a meme.
Don't you meme me. Don't you meme me. Don't you meme me. Anyway. No, don't meme me. No, nobody look. Oh, quick! I don't want to look. Where's my camera recorder here? Hang on, let me try to get this thing. Video capture device. There we go.
Oh, hey, Kyle, nice hat.
Thank you. But now nobody can see it. Haha. I put my face over it. Haha.
I saved it.
Damn it. Okay. So actually, her perk, her buff, actually works really well with yours. Sub.
Oh.
Well, if you could somehow overlap both your boons. But you were the one with the boon totem, right?
No, I had no boon totems.
I was the one with the boon totem.
So if you and her could get two boon totems close to each other and overlapped, imagine the carnage you could do.
My perk is what worked well with his boon totem perk.
Well, right, and now if her boon totem and his boon totem get within range and your perk acts, oh my god. Oh wow, jet indicators getting fixed left and right and popping up in every direction on the fucking map.
That killer's gonna hate that group.
That killer better be Legion if he's trying to keep up. So what's your second perk, Mama Bear?
My second perk is called Locker Trap.
Locker Trap, okay.
You enter a locker with flashbang.
Okay, so this requires a second perk. Okay.
Right.
So she requires, in order for this to work, she requires the flashbang perk. Okay, keep going.
While you have a flashbang,
Okay.
the locker, when you enter it, will give you the option to set trap,
Okay.
leaving the flashbang in the locker.
Oh. Sorry, Dredge. So, but let me add on to this perk if I may.
Okay.
So how about after you get out of the locker, it gives a huge sound notification, so the killer, no matter where they are on the map, sees that this locker, you just jumped into it. So they go running up to the locker, they open up the locker, and flashbang.
Bingo!
So it's head on with a flashbang, except the killer has to be the one who opens the locker. That poor Dredge, though. Can you imagine the Dredge teleporting into that locker? Oh, falls out of the locker. Oh, why? I have eyes everywhere. It burns. Okay, so she can trap lockers and help people finish generators faster without them being noticed. What's your last perk?
Divine Intervention, I call this one.
Ooh. An intervention that's divine.
It triggers when a teammate dies.
Oh, okay.
It allows the teammate that has died to still help and guide you when they are observing you.
Oh, so if they die and go to observer mode, they can actually like fly around so you can see them, so they can do things like help you find hatches or the exit or something.
Yep.
Oh. Could you imagine that? Now instead of observing, you're actually just floating around like, here's the killer, found the killer, here's the killer. That'd be really useful for finding that damn hatch, though. Could you?
I like that.
That's
it kind of gives you like a sixth sense of what's going on around you.
Nice. K-Man's last perk is called Classy as Fuck. Well, pardon me. You wear a 1940s raincoat and a nice walking cane. Nice walking cane that you use twice to deactivate traps or break a hold from the hunt. Oh wow! So you get a double-use cane that you can use to like disable a trap or smack the killer if they pick you up. It's called Classy as Fuck. You actually have to wear the classy coat. So the killer knows you have the perk. So that's what makes it harder, because now the killer knows you have the perk. So they either leave you on the ground or they pick you up and take the hit. It's not like Decisive or My Knife, because with Decisive and My Knife, you'll see the character holding the knife, or with Decisive, you don't know. But with this, you actually know they have the perk. So the killer has to make the decision. That's actually a pretty twisted combination. If you combine that with No Mither, then they have a real big problem. they either pick you up or you're going to get yourself up. And if they pick you up, you get to smack him with the cane. It only has 2 uses, though. That's... Actually, K-Man, that's quite a powerful perk. That could really screw with a killer. Lots of our perks could really screw with the killer, but that could really screw with the killer. Okay. So, we all know what time it is. Now we get to ask Mama Bear that special question. What are you wearing for Halloween?
Voodoo Priestess.
Ah, so I see you and the Plague are going to get along. She'll come up to you, Namte Nasai, like Nasai Nasai, and then you'll both be chasing after people. What are you going for? What are you going for Christmas? Harley Quinn, so you can hang out with the clown?
No.
Yeah, I know. No one wants to hang out with the poor clown. He's like Dwight. No one wants to hang around him either.
Dwight's the man.
You know how
After
you're
all,
always
Necro's just like him.
a new pair of pajamas?
Yeah. So you're running around here with a new pair.
Like
I
the
don't
John
know
Marks.
Oh, you're running around in fluffy Mama Bear pajamas?
Yeah.
Aw. She gets a Christmas present of fluffy Mama Bear pajamas. So what about Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is a little bit harder. I haven't really figured out too much with that one.
Oh, come on. I'm wearing red, flashy, silky pants, curly Q shoes, and an open robe that's also red with a pair of freaking heart-shaped nipple covers. How hard is that to discover?
I have a bit more to cover, yeah.
Bigger nipple covers, then. Yeah, I'm
There we go. How about that number that I made your father run into the wall and your brother
the number where my dad walked to the wall, my brother fell over the couch. Yeah, that could work. That little red number could definitely work. That turned heads. Ooh. Ah, excuse me. It's getting a little sweaty over here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so now that we named all of our perks, outfits, and we're the survivors, so we don't have to go into a lot more detail, we have 30 minutes left, which was what I was hoping we'd have left. So what we have here is a chance to discuss a little bit about the game. So, you guys all know that come next week, around this time sometime, we're going to have to deal with our own killers. Now, you could wait till next week if you want, or if you have an idea right now, you could discuss the map you're going to be running on. Because once again, we ain't going to sugarcoat this. We're going for our own maps as well. Juggernaut, you could use an abandoned wrestling ring for all I care. No, wait. You guys are shaking your head, but let me explain. I don't know if you've actually ever been into an actual wrestling arena at night when there's nobody there. I have.
That's terrifying.
I took a tour.
Yeah.
I took a tour, okay? They keep the center of the room lit up, and they got these little floor lights. That's it. And then there's the backstage area you can run around. It's like what was that? What, 3 floors?
Sometimes.
3 floors, yeah. That's 3 floors that generators can be on, places to escape, pallet drops. That's an amazing amount of room. And then if you want...
I would actually put a generator right in the middle of the rest.
I was going to say, with where all the lights are, there's the suicide generator right there. Plus, it kind of makes sense with your character, but that was just a stupid idea. You know, we don't need that. Does everybody have any ideas right now, or can we go into my next discussion?
I do actually have an idea for my killer.
Oh, Necro has an idea.
So do I.
And Mama
So
Bear?
it will be an old decrepit castle that its remains create like little structures, and otherwise it's pretty much wide open field, like how it would be in Ireland, like Ireland type decrepit castle.
Mama Bear just
Let me
punched
ask
herself
you.
in the leg, so.
But let me ask you a question, Necro.
What's up?
Is there a dragon that guards the tower?
No.
And listen,
It is
before you
not
start
too powerful.
hissy fitting, just remember that there are multiple maps that look almost identical to themselves.
This is true.
So if you have an idea, like, what's that one where you have the giant tower in the middle with the basement? With all the ruins around it? The one that has the circus.
Yeah.
That one looks like a medieval castle, too.
Really?
You've never actually looked at it, have you? Try taking a look at the maps running around from now on. This freaking decrepit walls falling apart and everything.
I'd want to map somewhat like Kino the Totem from Zombies.
Okay. Should I expect Juggernog to be there too? Can I hit up the item box and get myself a golden fly swatter?
And it does absolutely nothing!
Do I have to feed the killer to the zombie wolf heads?
Yes.
Oh boy. That's actually...
That's probably dead.
That's a pretty cool idea, Necro.
Kino the Totem was like Black Ops 1 and 3, where that was like in the remastered, I think.
Get that damn jail cell from the zombies. I can't remember which zombies one it was with a jail cell. That one was twisted. Okay.
That was Mob of the Dead. I believe that was Black Ops 2.
Okay. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I kept getting stuck behind doors because Necro wouldn't slow down for me. Okay. Now that we have...
I can never get the golden sport, man.
Now it's the golden fly swatter. Which you can kill everything but the big guys with. Slap, 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 slap. Mama Bear, what was that?
Juggernaut, you got enough for your killer yet?
Mama Bear does. It's Mama Bear. Mama Bear has an idea.
Oh, I bet.
Jeez. I said Neko and Mama Bear have an idea?
No.
I'm not used to her being ready.
Well, get worse. Her idea is similar to yours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Juggernaut, I just scared the shit out of myself. I'm going to have to rewatch this video now.
You
What?
literally.
Dude, no word of lie. I looked up and I swear I saw a
such a
white figure
similar-
dash into your bathroom.
Such a similar idea to mine. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so what's yours?
Mine was it would be like a Celtic castle in the background
Okay,
that was kind of like falling apart and decrepit.
right?
But you would have most of the map would be the catacomb.
Oh. So like a catacombs with like a small village on top or something?
Yeah.
Well, you see, this works well because yours is like the entrance to his map. You can see the broken down castle, which is his map. That actually works really well because it's like, okay, now you guys are in the same location. So now the map has a place to travel to by technicality. That's pretty cool. So, Necro, from your castle, you could probably see her little town with the catacombs, and from her little town with the catacombs, she could see your castle.
I'm waving the door.
Hi! All right. And then, of course, we're just going to use a bunch of Call of Duty zombie maps for subliminals. Are we? No, wait, no. You know what? No, we're not allowed to. Not if you're going to use the same fucking killer as last time. No, screw it. No. I refuse. I remember your killer's power. I remember your killer's power. No. Fuck you. No. I remember your killer's power. Fuck you. No. There are way too many places you could crawl through that.
That was just the map for that killer that I made last time.
Just
the map idea I'm gonna have for this time is gonna be completely different.
Okay.
I was throwing out the map idea for my last killer.
Okay. Just say, I played those maps. Dude, I played those maps. Listen, your killer is great on certain maps, but he sucks on other ones. But I've played COD. I've played zombies from Call of Duty, and there are plenty of windows and holes in the walls and ceilings and floors, and your fucking killer could just crawl right through and come at me. No. K-Man has a 1940s small town motif for his map. Man, I can't wait till next week where we find out what the killer is now. He's actually had some pretty good ideas for his guy, so I like where this is going. Some kind of detective almost. So, Juggernaut, do you have an idea for a map?
An abandoned factory.
It wouldn't happen to be a meat factory, would it?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Actually, abandoned ice plant.
An ice plant? Ooh. Only if we can see like a frozen Undertaker in one of the rooms, just... As you get the generators done, it slowly cracks.
And anyone from Hazleton will understand why I say ice plant.
I know what you're talking about, man. It would have multiple walkways, freaking catscapes, and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, since my killer is going to be very similar to the last killer I designed, my map is going to be a harbor. It'll constantly be raining, it'll constantly be dark, and there will constantly be flashes of lightning every now and then. As you activate the generators, it'll turn lights on in certain specific areas, but it will also keep areas which don't have the generators done dark. So other than the flashes of the light, the only time you'll actually be able to see bright lights is if you're near the barrels. And no, you can't fall in the water. There's a roped off barrier. I know what you're saying. So what if there's a roped off barrier? Listen, there's literally a 10-foot fence protecting you from exiting any of those damn maps that me and Juggernaut and you, basically all of us, could easily scale and get over to the other side. That's all that's holding them back. So a couple of ropes into the cold, icy waters is not outside the question. So it's very hard, and the other thing is it's very hard to hear because outside is going to be constantly raining. I'm talking like torrential downpour rain. So the other places it'll be easier to hear in is going to be inside the actual buildings, where unless you turn on the generators, are going to be really dark. Just keep your ears out. You might not want to hear that sudden beep sound. It might be too late. All right, so we have some interesting maps to go to, but the killers, that's what's really going to bring it in. Next week's killers. So let me lay down the rules for the killers real quick for y'all to hear. All right?
All right.
You're going to need the killer and their design. You could go as far as the background if you want. Doesn't matter. You need their power or powers. I believe currently the record for the most powers comes from Pyramid Head, who currently has 3. If you want to get technical, yes, you could go as far as 3. Just, make your character as confusing or powerful as you want. Their power, 3 learnable perks. But this time, I want to add something extra. You guys must have your iridescent add-ons. Both of them.
Really only 3 powers that he has?
Well, he has...
You got the trail, you got the judgment, you got the cage, and then you also got the finisher for basically...
Well, I guess that makes it 4. So 3 and a finisher if you want to go that far. Because, I mean, if you want to be technical, the Oniru has her teleport, her aura, her invisibility, and her kill. So that is 4 as well. So yeah, I mean, you can make your character complicated, you can make your character simple. Just try really hard not to make your killer a mimic of some killer that is already there. Because once again, guys, these are going right on the fan page after a week. I'll even shoot you guys the link once I put it up. So y'all will see how people are feeling about your guys. And remember, we're doing this for fun, so no worries if somebody says, your killer's stupid. Who cares? Half those people are face campers anyway.
I just kind of got an idea already for some parts of some of my killer's powers.
See? My killer technically has 3 powers if you count the one that's added by my iridescent.
Do you want to hear one of the parts?
Sure, so I can be myself in fear of it already.
Alright, so basically, you know how there's TVs now because of Oniru?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take those TVs, and it's gonna kind of be like how you have zombies for Nemesis,
Yeah.
except you're gonna have robots that you can control with a controller as the killer. And basically, you can move them to an area where they can survey. You get to choose their area of effect, basically.
Oh, kind of like releasing an AI-controlled Victor.
Right.
That's actually pretty twisted. Now I'm curious what your killer does. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time because then we could just go through yours. So next week, if you find out when you're off, we'll make sure that one of the days you're off is the killer. Hopefully one of the days you're off is one of the days that Deathgasm's off. Because that would be a really cool combination. Because I know his killer last time, he made him before he ever played Dead by Daylight. So his character was kind of on the overpowered side. Like, by leaps and fucking bounds. And I just know that if we put that guy up, he'd be nerfed into the absolute ground to the point where he might as well be the next clown.
Yeah.
Clown needs more belly.
Clown needs... Listen, the clown's been around since almost the beginning. The clown's been running for so long, he doesn't need a belly anymore. Clown needs a six-pack, all right?
Clown needs more belly.
Think about it. The clown has been around for, what, 5 years now? Give or take?
Something like that, yeah.
His belly.
Chasing people around for miles because his power absolutely sucks. The guy should at least be ripped in the legs, all right? I mean, he could have a belly, but his legs should be made of frickin' titanium at this point.
Buff his belly and his cough.
No! Listen, I want him to be playable, okay? I want to be able to play as clown and be like, yes, I'm a threat. Now the only thing I can do is cough at people and throw bottles which never hit. He doesn't need any more nerfing. Every time they say the word nerf, the first name that goes on the list is clown, even if he doesn't need it. Did we really need to buff Legion?
Alright. We'll buff Clown's belly and everything.
Not his belly! Leave his dead belly alone!
You gotta have more belly to stare at while you're carrying the survivor to the hook.
Yeah, no! Because you're staring at his ass! Listen, the only killer in the game with a good-looking ass is Pyramid Head. Okay? They tried to take his bubble butt away, and the fans threw a fit, so they brought his bubble butt back. He's got a bubble butt now. All right? He's the only killer packing a butt.
They had to bring it back more than once because they tried acting like they brought it back the first time when they didn't.
Yep.
And everyone was like, no, that's still not correct.
So anyway.
The was so good, but they nerfed something that's not even really a part of the character.
Yeah. Okay, well, you guys, I'm gonna stop it here because my son seems to think that. But
I'd like to thank the person that I told about the live stream.
Okay.
Thank you, Samination, for viewing our live stream tonight.
No, not Samination. He's an amazing person. He's got better time than to waste on us. We don't.
He said he would watch.
We're not good enough. I'm not good enough.
We're good enough.
I'm not good enough though.
I'd love if he made a video of, you know, the first one where we all talked about the killers and stuff. I'd love if he'd make a video of the killers that we survived to see what his artistic view would be that they would look like.
Listen, I get upset when Sean threatens to watch my videos and tell people about it, okay? I don't need this to go down, alright? Oh, man. If Samination does watch this video, thank you for watching the video. You didn't have to. Don't like and subscribe.
Please, like.
Do not listen to the small man with smaller feet.
With money under his sheets.
You know, there was a time when we used to nickname him Littlefoot.
I'm a dinosaur.
Rah, I'm a dinosaur. He's Littlefoot. Necro's got tiny feet.
Need a big roof with water in it.
Necro's got tiny feet. That's the thing. Like he's got tiny feet.
I wear a size 10 shoe.
Tiny feet. I wear a size 13 and a half.
Small, dude.
You wear the same size shoe Mama Bear wears.
No.
No?
My feet are smaller than that.
Oh.
I think my feet are 11 or 12.
This is bigger than his.
Last time I checked.
13 and a half. What's that, Littlefoot? You have to speak up.
I can't, I'm so low.
I'm not trying to belittle you. I know about your short temper. Even a tiny bit. But I'm going to be the bigger man and stand tall. I'm not going to look down to you because I know you look up to me.
Would you like me to get that for you, Negro?
Someone get the dragon radar for that heal.
Oh wait, never mind. He's already.
Would you like a sensu bean?
Oh, Mama Bear! Mama Bear! And then Mama Bear takes a swing. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh wait, he's already close to the ground. Why do I need to bend down for it?
Oh, okay.
However, I should not be saying anything about short taller people because I am the shortest member here.
Are you?
Most likely, I am under 5 foot.
I'm 5'7".
I'm 6'3". What?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
My height.
How do you not? Never mind. Anyway, so with that, folks.
Last time I saw you.
Well, I know that Sandy's a good head taller than him, and she's shorter than me.
Huh?
Maybe I know he's a tad bit taller than me.
A tad bit. Anyway. Oh, we have to wait for him to get back. So yeah, they released the. They were talking about Wesker being released, and how Nemesis is going to get a technical buff, but a technical debuff or nerf, really. Now, when you get infected by either him or Wesker, you'll have a time limit to get a cure, or else you'll eventually turn into a zombie yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the latest rumor. What's that?
Will you get to control the zombie then?
That hasn't been announced yet, but it would be badass.
Yeah.
So basically, Nemesis is going to lose his current zombies, but Nemesis is going to gain the ability to infect either with the punch or the whip. The punch has less of an infection. The whip has more of an infection. This is just what I heard, you know. This is just rumors. That's the problem with the rumor mill. They're just rumors. And Wesker's supposed to have this ability to teleport really fast to a certain point. Not as far as the nurse can. But he's also supposed to be able to infect you as well. So this will be the first time that two killers have a similar power from a similar franchise. So you got that. I do not know what happened to Sub. I'm going to give him another minute or two. And they're also talking about like some knight is going to be the killer after that, like some actual black knight.
Maybe he'll have a dragon that'll cause Nick to scream again.
Not for nothing, but a knight doesn't scare me. I'm sorry. What the hell, Sub?
Hello, Fabio.
What happened?
Fabio.
Dude, you went from straight-haired and sunshine to Fabio under the moonlight. That was like 5 minutes. What the fuck happened? No, this doesn't just happen. I watched this damn video to show you. That doesn't just happen.
I didn't do anything.
You got it. Anyway, Sub's back, so now I can say, thank you for watching. If Sam Nation did watch, in fact, please keep making your great videos. They're amazing. I watched all your Taco Man series. I've been watching your Dead by Daylight animations. We love both. I really love the skit with Taps and Huntress in the bed. Would you like some iridescent head? Love that one. But until next time, folks, I'm not worth it. Kachuke.
I'm Nick, and we're totally worth it.
I'm Juggernaut Jared, and you're the one that keeps this channel going.
It's you guys. It's all you.
It's all you. It's all you. Subliminal here. Make sure to keep watching and keep Kaiju's spirits up.
No. And also watch Subliminal's channel, which is way better than mine.
And I'm Mama Bear.
And we will see you all in the future, everyone. Peace out, everybody.